Hello everyone. In today's lesson, we'll be looking at reinforcing irregular foundation footing, just like this, and also we will be adding this stanchion as well as bed plate and the hold down board. Alright, so we will proceed. I will go straight away to the file, come to new, and then click on the project. In the template file, I will select metric structure, click on open. I'll go straight away to enable level 1. Alright, and so we will be using the irregular footing we created in the previous lesson for this rebar placement and stanchion as well. Okay, so I'll go straight away to the structural tab, click there, and then I'll go to foundation, click on foundation. In the property, you will notice that we only have a rectangular footings here, so we are going to be loading that irregular foundation footing. Click on load family. This will take us to load family dialog. I click on this point to get to the library, and I'll select UK library, scroll down to structural foundation, click on that, double click on that to open the content. Then I navigate to irregular footing F, which is this one. This was the one we created. Okay, click on that and then open. And so it's now open, so I'll just have to place it here. So after placing it there, you can see it there. So I want to navigate to the 3D of that. If I go to the 3D, I will have something of this kind. So I want to be editing the shape to the shape that I actually wanted. Okay, so I click on edit tab. In the tab property, I will duplicate this one, and these provisions we are having 15 by 15 instead of 15. I will be having it to be 800, okay, by 800. Then the provision of 800 is going to be 600, just like this, by 600. Then here I have 1000. I will be having it to be 1200, okay, which is the height. I click on okay, and then effect that here 1200. This place is 800. Then here I have 800 is 600. Change here the length one also to 800, and the width one I want to change it to 600. Okay, so I type that, click on OK. So you can see it has been reshaped just like this. So having this done, I want to start the rebar placement. Okay, so I want to start with placing the stirrups for this, and for me to do that, I will go straight away to reinforcement panel. I'll be able to select rebar. Okay, then click on OK. Alright, I will be considering a sketch rebar, so I will click on that. So once I click on that, I will select this rebar, click on OK. If I select that, so you can see there's a provision here for me to start to sketch my rebar. This provision is actually showing the concrete cover distance, okay, but I wanted this to actually show at the bottom or at the base of this foundation. So what will I do? I will have to cancel edit mode. Once I do that, I go to the south elections. For that to be able to show at this base, I will need to move this foundation up so that it sits on this level 1. Alright, so I'll click on move. I picked it there, take it up to this level 1, I place it. I want to make sure it is right on level 1, just like this. Okay, go back to the 3D. Then I will navigate to the structural tab. I pick the rebar again, click OK, select sketch rebar. select this, click on OK. So you can see now it is now showing me there. So I go straight away, click on the rectangle. So I want to be click that point and this point, so as to have, this is my rebar. Okay, so this rebar, the diameter is going to be 10. All right, so once that is selected successfully, I click on and finish edit mode to insert the rebar. So I want to proceed again to actually go sketch again, pick the foundation again. This time around I want to be offsetting this by 20 mm. Now this 20 mm is concrete cover, so I'll pick there, I'll activate rectangle, pick this point, then I will zoom closely and I'll try to pick this point. So it is actually offsetting not inside but outside, which is not accepted. I will need to undo that. Okay, pick rectangle again, having the offset to be 20. I will pick the first point. As I'm moving it like this, hit on the space bar to take it inward, you can see, then hit on this point to actually place that. Okay, click on finished. So you can see the difference. Now you proceed again, sketch, pick the object. This time around the offset is going to be 40. I'll do that just like that. Pick that point, sorry, activate rectangle, pick that point. Before you pick this, the second point here, hit on the space bar and click to insert that. Finished it. We go again, sketch rebar, pick the object. This time around is going to be 60 offset. I will explain in detail what I am doing, okay, just in a minute. To this point, before I click spacebar to take it inward and click on finished edit mode, I go again. I want to be having 6 of this, that is 4, so I'll go again, click on the object just like that. Okay, come to this place. This time around is going to be 800, sorry, it's going to be 80. All right, I pick the rectangle to pick the first point. Before picking the second point, hit on the space bar to have it inside, and then click on finished edit mode. Go again, pick on that point. That is how many? That is 5. All right, so I'll be going by 5. All right, so I deselect the command to finish that. Zoom it closely, and then I want to be looking at it in these elevations. Now I want this stirrups to go along this foundation footings at a spaces of 200. So this one will go first, this first one. So I click on that, then go to the south elevations. I will click on move, pick this point, move this upward, that 200, enter to have that there. So I go back to 3D. So this is it. All right, the second one is going to now move 400, so it's selected. I will consider for the front. Now I pick this move, pick this point, move it up, type 400 just like that, click on enter to have that. I'll click on this point to return to the isometric view just like that. Pick the next bar. Okay, go back to the front again, use move. This time around it's going to be 600, so type 600 on the keyboard, enter to have the bar there, you can see. So you go back to the 3D. Okay, pick the next one just like that, go back to the front view, pick move it this time around 800. All right, hit on the enter to have it there. So the last one, navigate to the isometric view just like that, pick that, go back to the front, pick the move tool, click the first point, move it. This time around is going to be 1000 just like that. Hit on the enter button, you have that. Okay, so if you view it, you see what you have done so far. It's just like this. Okay, select this bar, right click, come straight away, select all instances visible in view. All of this bar will be selected just like that. Come to view visibility and be able to check that to activate the thickness of that bar. All right, click on that. So if you click on that, you notice the thickness has been activated. You can just use shade so you can see it very well. You can also click here. You can see the difference in the thickness. All right, so we have successfully added the stirrup. We want to proceed to add the longitudinal rebar. For us to do that, we go to the level 1. At this level 1, this time around, we are going to be creating a reference plane. Okay, from this center to this center, just like that. Pick on that and extend this reference plane to some extent here. Double click, give it a name as 1. All right, you go again another reference plane from that point to this point. You can extend it to this point and also extend this other. Double click in there, give it a name as 2. All right, so we have reference plane 1 and 2. All right, and so we want to start modeling the longitudinal rebar. Go straight away to the 3D, just like that, and then select this, click on this rebar. All right, so once that is actually activated, click on sketch rebar. In this sketch rebar, select this. All right, so once you select that, the next thing you need to do is to set the work plane. You can see the work plane here where you are seeing the dotted line, but you have to reset the work plane. So click on the set work plane, come to this place, activate. You can activate work plane 2. Okay, click on OK. So this is the work plane 2 facing this side. So you can just come to this left, open it, and then come closer. You notice that you can be able to edit now. Zoom it closely, just like this. Okay, now the thickness of the bar we'll be considering this time is 16. So you pick that. Okay, I will start from here to model the rebar, just like that, to this point, yeah, and some extent, yeah, just like this. Deselect that. Okay, click on finished. So once you finish, you have something of this kind. Activate the once that is activated, the 3D is activated, just like that. I click and cancel that. Okay, so we want to be populating this bar. So this bar selected just like this. Click on this single in the rebar set. We will be considering spacing. Okay, so you have this now. These numbers of rebar are this spacing. So you can just rotate it to look at it very well, how it actually looks. You can see. All right, so you can decide to either increase the spacing maybe to 150, depending on what you actually wanted. So you can see the number of rebar you're having. All right, so this can actually be adjusted. You can adjust this if the rebar is not in the right place where you intended. It can be adjusted, but like this I think is okay. So you just click in the blank area to deselect that. So you have your rebar just like this. Okay, you can select the rebar and check the visibility graphics. Activate this point, that point, click on OK. All right, so once that is done, you have something like this. Okay, I also select this footage, right click and increase the transparency. All right, from here, make it maybe 40. Click on apply. Okay, so you'll be having something of this kind. The next rebar we'll be having is the transverse rebar. Okay, so we just have to check that this place. Let's activate this place. You will having something like this. All right. Okay, so for the transverse rebar, what we'll be doing is we go straight away to select the foundation. Select rebar. So once rebar is selected, just like this, you pick sketch rebar, activate it, select this, select the foundation again, and so you can see the reference plane is taking this way, this direction. You can see the dotted line. Okay, so we want to be changing the reference plane to either side. So go to set reference plane, click in this drop down menu. This time around, we're considering reference plane 1. Click on OK. So you can see this has changed. Okay, facing the back. So we just activate the back now. Click on that. So once you activate the back, zoom it closely, and then you start sketching your rebar. Okay, so we want to start sketching the rebar all the way from this point. Pick that point, pick this point, pick here and extend it also up to this point. Click that. Okay, deselect that, change this diameter. Okay, we will still be using a 16 in these provisions. Okay, so click on finished. All right, once you click on finish, you have that. Okay, go straight away to activate the perspective view, and then you'll be having something of this kind. Okay, so if you look at it very well, you notice this rebar is more or less actually not on top of this. So we want to be making it behind this longitudinal rebar. So you go to the south elevation, it's not visible there. Go back to 3D and then deselect this command first by cancelling that. All right, come over to this point, yeah, this back. Okay, so once you have this, using the arrow key, pull this down just like that. Okay, after which come to the visibility graphic, activate that. Okay, click on OK. We'll be having something of this kind, just like this. Go back to the perspective view, just like that. Okay, go straight away to the rebar set, click there, use spacing, then you'll be having something of this kind. So having something like this, you have to rotate it at least make sure that it is actually in order. All right, so I think this is okay. All right, this is okay, but this side needs a little adjustment. So what you need to do, just have to zoom it closely, deselect that first, select it again, select that again, just like that. Rotate it this way, select it, select this rebar, not that one, this one. All right, you notice a kind of a clickable handle here. If you click on that point and hold it, you can adjust it in and out. So I want to push it in a little bit. Okay, just like that. Maybe I'll hold it again and push it in. All right, come to this side and do the same thing. This is how you adjust the rebar. Hold it there, you can pull it out and pull it in to your desired position. All right, so just like this, click on the blank spaces. So this is how you actually reinforce this irregular foundation footing. All right, so we proceed. We want to be considering the stanchion on the top as well as the base plate and adding bolts. Okay, so for us to do that, we'll go straight away to the level 1. Click on that. All right, and then you click on the column. So we'll be considering the universal columns of this size. So before we place it, we'll come straight away to this place. Use height here, check here, level 2. All right, and then we'll be able to place it here. Okay, so after placing it, you can just close this warning. This is a warning. Okay, you close that. Click on modify, and then go to the 3D to look at it. You will notice you have something of this kind. All right, so having this now, you can't just click on this column. If you want to make it shorter than the way it is, come straight away to the top offset. You can do minus 1000. Click OK. It's 10,000 I used here. Sorry, 1000. You can see. All right. So that is how to adjust it. You can now go straight away to level 1 again. Click on that. You'll be having this at level 1. We want to be placing the base plate. We'll be modeling the base plate. So what we need to come straight away to this ST tab. Click on that. Okay. After I click on that, select the plate. Alright, so after which you come to rectangle. You want to sketch a kind of a rectangular plate. So I will go to 3D, so I can be able to see if I can pick and start sketching from the 3D. So I can't pick there. Alright, come straight away to this side and pick there, just like that. So go back to the level 1, select this command, click on this, you can use the arrow key to extend this. That is the upper arrow key, the right arrow key to extend that. The down arrow key, right, and as well the left arrow key. Alright, so having this just like this, I believe this is okay by me. And go back to the 3D. Alright, click on finished edit mode. So once I finish edit mode, I'll be having that. Okay, if I click in the blank area, you can see this is my plate. So I can highlight this plate, and then I can go straight away to this I'll come straight away to this deck. I'll be able to change the material if I wish, but we're not doing that for now. We'll go straight away to placing bolt. Click here, select this anchor. Alright, after that is selected, select the plate, consign, then enter. Alright, you can pick the first point on the plate, select rectangle, pick this end point of that plate, go straight away to this side and pick this other end point, then click on finish edit mode. You will be having a 4 bolt just like this. Okay, so you will now start adjustment. I want to adjust the edge distance to be 50 and this side also to be 50. Then click on apply. Right, so you can also select the board again. Alright, so you can see it's been adjusted the edge distance successfully. You can rotate this so as to see very well what you have done. Alright, so after which you can select the board again, depending on the number of board you want to have. Now you're having 2 in both sides, you can make it 3, and here also 3. So you can see additional 1 bolt added there. Okay, so this is how you actually be able to, place your bolt, plate, and as well as the stanchion. Okay, so you see what we are having now. So you can just place your design just like this. You can also check it in the realistic view. Alright, you click on that. So you'll be having something like this. This is the realistic view of your work. Okay, just like this. You can select this. I decide to reduce the transparency. Maybe take it to that point. Click on apply. Alright, okay. So you'll be having this. Let's see. This is an analytical symbols. This one, I remove that, select this column and go straight away to right click, overall graphic, click on this by category, go straight away down here, open visibility, in these provisions, come to analytical categories, and then you can be able to uncheck these analytical columns. We can apply it and okay. So you notice that the symbol is no longer there. Alright, so this is how you can reinforce successfully an irregular foundation footings, and as well as adding base plate bolts to hold down the stanchion on it. So here I bring the lesson to a close. Like the lesson, subscribe if you have not. I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.